Hi everyone, welcome! Today I'll be showing you how I created these Goosebumps nails. I'm using Glam & Glitz Milky White acrylic powder for our base, and I'm just gonna lay that on all the nails. I was inspired not only by Goosebumps, but I saw these nails from pampernailgallery.com, and I just knew I had to try them. The amount of detail just amazed me, and I really wanted to take on the challenge. Also, I'm using white as our base so the gel colors later can pop more. Once that's all done, I'm going to clear cap all the nails. This will just help to add some strength. And now on to filing and shaping. Once we're all filed and shaped, I'm applying a base coat to all the nails. This will just help to smooth the surface and prep it for our nail art. Now let's get on with the nail art. I didn't quite know how I wanted to tackle this, so I decided to just start with the pink drips. Also, I'm using Beetle's nail art brushes. I always use these in all of my nail art. I get that question a lot, so I wanted to include it just in case you're wondering. I'll link them down below if you're interested. And I start to go in with the outlining, but I decided to hold off on that and do the letters instead. Painting the letters were so much easier than I thought they'd be. I thought it would be a challenge to try to replicate that effect, but it was really super simple. Also, as you can see, I'm sort of jumping around, seemingly doing random letters. I'm doing it this way to ensure that I have enough room for all the letters to fit. I've definitely made that mistake before, and it's not the easiest mistake to fix. I'm going in with some light blue and adding some highlights to our lettering. And again with the pink, I'm adjusting our drips to fit better with the placement of our letters. I'm going in with a base coat again, just to help smooth everything back out. If you have a ton of layers, it can make your surface really uneven, and so doing this just helps, especially if you are going to be outlining. So with black, I'm just carefully outlining all the letters. This part was really tedious. You can also check me out on Instagram and TikTok at kaylas.nailartistry. I post all the time, so if you're interested in that, I'll link those down below as well. And I'm gonna finish up all our outlining. I'm taking some blue, and on a cheap little square nail art brush, I'm just dabbing that on the bottom. For this part, the brush used really doesn't matter. This is just one of those cheap ones that come in like every nail kit ever. And across all the nails, I'm sort of dabbing and blending blue, light blue, and black. On our pointer and pinky nail, I'm starting in on the lake, doing a gradient from a teal color to a blue. And I'm adding in some yellow to make it appear more greenish, and some black to add more depth. And so now I'm sort of outlining where our ghost character is going. These beginning stages are really rough, but as you can see, I just sort of keep working at it. I like to cure as I go, so I'm constantly fixing and adjusting. Adding some more definition around the hair, I'm trying to nail down the face shape and reposition the eyes. With a dotting tool, I'm adding in our eyeballs. I'm adding in some more yellow to the side just to help show the light source a little bit, and I'm adding a tiny bit of red to the eyeballs to give it the look of veins, adding some shadow to the bottom of the face, and finally filling in the water. And with white, I'm adding some highlights and definition right where they meet. I'm also adding in highlights to the other nails to give the appearance of light hitting water. Now I'm starting to paint in the reflection. This part can be a little messy, it'll just help add to the effect that there's moving water going on. And I'm going in with some black to do our outlining, and I'm also doing our eyeballs. Our colors are a little intense, but we'll tone them down in a second. With our bluish color from earlier, I mixed it with some clear, and I'm going over the whole reflection we just did to give it a tint of blue. And fixing up our thumb finally, she's been ignored. I'm just doing the same thing, a black to bluish ombre, then painting in our water, adding some depth and highlights. Now back to our drips. This is why I didn't want to outline them in the beginning. I knew it was going to get messy. The pink color we use isn't very opaque, so in order to cover up the black and blue colors, I'm doing the drips in a white color first as our base, and then I'm going to go in with our hot pink later. So I'm just going to define them all now. And in with our pink. Doing the white first worked perfectly for this. We're almost done now, adding some black outlining to all the drips. And finally, top coat. Here's the final reveal. I think they came out so dope. I went into this knowing it would be quite the challenge, and I'm so happy I did. I think they came out great. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye!